Hi there, welcome to Total Body Conditioning. If you've been doing my classes for any length of time, you know I love mixing it up. So today we're doing a walking workout. I'm at a track, so I highly recommend you do this at a track where you don't have to worry about crossing traffic and dogs chasing you. Find a track, bring your phone with you, and let's do this. So the way this will go is we're walking at 3 different speeds. So there's easy, moderate, and hard. We're gonna start out easy. We'll go to a chunk of moderate, brisk walking, and then we'll do, I've got planned 10 minutes of hard walking and then back down to moderate and easy. So the first 30 minutes is this nice little pyramid where we'll just gradually warm up, then we'll get harder, and then come back down. The second half of this workout, we will put in some total body moves in 1-minute intervals over on the grass. So we'll see how my editing skills are after this. We'll see if I can give you some music during the walking, maybe talk you through a few things to think about. But really, you're gonna be on your own, and we're gonna start out with 5 minutes of easy. Are you ready? Lace up your tennies and let's go. All right, we are on the clock. 5 minutes, easy. So I'm gonna do my best to match music to this workout, and if that works, you're walking right now to music that is 120 beats per minute. And that puts us at a nice, easy pace, 1 foot strike every downbeat of the music. And this should be great for a warm-up. So I decided not to video these walking sections this time because last time I did that, you got a lot of video of like the corner of my face and the sidewalk and the sky. I'm not really great at cinematography apparently. So what I'll do in this easy phase is I'm going to talk you through some just some basic walking techniques, especially easy walking while you're trying to warm up. So most people land with a heel strike when they're walking. And then, you know, when you take it up to running, you want to land a little more like behind the ball of your foot. But just notice that as you extend your leg forward, where do you first feel the ground? And if your heel strike is the first part of your foot to land, do you notice the back of your heel, the middle of your heel bone, or are you landing kind of on the front of your heel bone, your calcaneus, big hammer bone inside of your heel? And do you have good shoes? I just got myself some new Adidas, and I love them. I love them first because they're cute and they make my 9.5 size foot look a little smaller, but they feel good. Got just the right support, and they're really lightweight. So you can tell by listening to my voice that I'm starting to breathe a little bit more, getting warm. So just take another minute or so and just pay attention to your feet. The foot strike, where you land, how you land. Now notice your ankles. Do you have a sense that your ankle is lining up, tracking with the way your foot moves? Do you notice any extra pressure or tension on the inside or the outside of your ankles? What do you notice there? Ideally, you want your ankle, like both of the bones of your ankle, inner and outer, to be even and to feel as if they're stacked right straight over your heel. Just check in with that. See if you have a tendency to roll in or roll out. And shoes can help with that. If you get with someone that sells shoes and they're smart about feet, or a podiatrist, even better, they can help you with that roll in, roll out. See if they can support your foot in a way that works a little better. All right, we're going to take it up to moderate. So again, if I am successful in sharing the music that I'm listening to with you, you're now going to be walking with music that is 140 beats per minute. So, just a little faster. And this should not be easy anymore, but it's not hard. Save some energy for me to get to the hard zone. We're going to do this for 10 minutes. 10 minutes of moderate pace walking. So you should hear in my voice, there's a little more urgency. I have to take more breaths and then see if that's happening for you as well. And we're just going to continue working up through the body, seeing what's happening. And there's a cute little squirrel running with me. 2. Fun. All right, so moving up the body. So you're paying attention to your feet, ankles. Such a good opportunity to just be more aware of what's happening in your body and not ignoring those whispers. So move up to knees. As you walk, is there any pain in your knees? Are there any tender places? And I haven't noticed this before, but I'm noticing this just tiny hint of a whisper in the front, outer edge of my right knee. I'm just listening, paying attention. And if I slightly change the way my heel strike lands on the ground, the way I roll into the ball of my foot and push off, if I'm really conscious of my ankle tracking with my heel, that goes away. Yay! So I can't promise that for every single condition, but if it's a tiny whisper, it could just be an alignment thing. So just see. All right, the football team's coming out to practice in 100-degree heat. This will be fun. Get to watch some stuff later. So moderate. Stay with that pace. Roll through the feet. Feel feet, ankles, and knees. Notice your breath. You shouldn't be like heaving, panting But you should be breathing. It should not be comfortable for you to talk. It should sound like this. So we're about halfway there. Moderate intensity. Just be getting a little sweaty. So let's move up. Let's notice our hips. Before we look at the bones of the hips, just lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Just engage the muscles underneath your pelvis. Lift up. Notice what that does to your posture, your stride, your core strength. All right, so pay attention to your hips. In, on the outside of your pelvis, you have these two little sockets, called hip sockets, right? And the top of the femur is the large bone of the thigh, comes up and it angles in with a ball that's in that socket. So as you walk, imagine or feel that femur bone just swinging forward and back like a pendulum inside the ball and socket of your hip joint. See if you can feel that. Just be aware of that movement. Hip flexion, hip extension. Hip flexion, hip extension. Femur bone forward, femur bone back. Alternating. And then with that action, do you notice any whispers? Do you notice any pain, tightness, resistance, struggle, discomfort? Or is it just smooth gliding through that ball and socket? What you got going on there? And the two sides are kind of two different worlds. So notice, right side, left side. Is there anything there that your body wants you to pay attention to? And then how's your breathing? Go back to feet, ankles, knees, and hips. Keep up the pace. Try your best to stay at this 140 beats per minute. And breathe. So whenever you forget, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor again, re-engage, and you probably feel an automatic low belly hugging in at the same time. So do both together. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly engages. See if that helps you feel taller. Takes a little weight out of the hips, out of the knees. Makes you a little more light on your feet. Got a little less than a minute at this pace. So keep it up because we're headed to the hard zone. All right, are you ready? Pick up the pace. So if there's music for you, which I really hope I can work out, you are now walking at 160 beats per minute. All right, so this is gonna feel urgent. It's gonna feel like you are in a hurry to get somewhere, like you've been running around all day and you have to go to the bathroom and it's clear across the mall. So you don't wanna run, but you definitely wanna hurry. That's where we are. Fast, urgent, hard effort for 10 minutes. Notice what changes as you pick up the pace. You can get hot. Yeah, you nice and feel lucky, my friend. We're just power walking these poor boys. They're gonna be hot. Okay, foot strike. Rolling through the foot. That changes a little bit with power walking. So feel your body lean forward just a little bit. That urgency. Okay, you're more weighted now. The balls of your feet. You're still striking the heel, but it's almost equal with the front of the foot landing. And you roll through the foot and push behind you. You might notice your stride is shorter. You've seen those funny looking power walkers do that. Bend your elbows, push your elbows to your sides behind you, like you're using your arms to push air behind you. So you can kind of slice through the air with a little more efficiency. Check in with your ankles now that you've changed your foot strike. Check in with your knees. Check in with your hips. Still got that ball and socket, femur bone swinging forward and back, but it's a shorter stride now. The faster pace, shorter stride. You can hear my breath, you can hear my voice. Try to talk. I want you to sound like that. Talk back to me. Tell me your name. Tell me your favorite Netflix binge right now and your favorite character in that binge. You don't watch Netflix, right? You're a workout fiend. I do both. All right, moving and grooving. Probably feel your glutes and your hamstrings more in this race walk pace. Those muscles are responsible for extending your leg backward See if you can feel that. Just push off with a little bit more glute and hamstring strength. Pelvic floor lifted, low belly engaged. Navel to spine. Let's come up to core. So your navel hugs in and your waistline, your sides, get more narrow. So do that now. Put an imaginary belt right around your waist, the level of your navel, and cinch that belt a little tighter. All the way around, 360. 360. Breathe here, but keep that engagement. Move forward, lean, and push off the ground behind you. Keep your pace. Try your best to keep up with the music at 160 beats per minute. We have about 5 more minutes here, and then we'll taper back down. With your core engaged, think about your rib cage, and you might even for a second just bring your hands to your bottom ribs. Notice if your rib cage tends to tilt forward or back. So the way to know that, if your rib cage was a giant spotlight, would that light be shining straight down to the ground, straight down into the bowl of your pelvis? Or would you be lighting the path in front of you or the path behind you? If you notice a forward or back tilt of your rib cage, that can be one of the factors in back pain. There's a lazy place along the spine that you're kind of dumping into. And chances are it's right there. If you wear a bra, you've got bra strap line area, bottom of the rib cage and back. T12, L1, bottom of your thoracic vertebra and the top of your lumbar vertebra. And don't forget, we're power walking. Just start to get behind the music, pick the pace up again. And breathe. So we're just going to keep going through it. Feet. You're landing a little more now behind the ball of your foot. You're rolling through the foot, pushing the ground behind you. You feel your calves. Ankles are in alignment with the heel. The knee is stacked nicely in the direction of the foot. Oh my goodness. I am so tempted to go help these boys stretch. We taught coaches how to stretch kids, but I wasn't a yoga teacher. Stay in your lane. Power walking. Okay. So we got the ankles, we got the knees, we got the hips. Pelvic floor is lifted. Navel to spine. Cinch up your belt and stack your ribs. Stack your ribs straight up and down. And breathe. Got 2 more minutes at this brisk pace. Keep it up. Keep it up. So with awareness to core, lift up through the crown of your head, like there's a string pulling you to the sky. Just get taller. So you're on the front of your feet. There's a little forward lean. Maybe that hamstring is up and slightly forward. Up and slightly forward. Deep breaths. Oxygen to your muscles. Your pace. We're almost there. One more minute. Spine tall, pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Stick your chest out. Last few strides, pump your elbows. Stick your chest out. Go a little faster. I'm closing in on the end of the hard section. Go a little faster. One more push. Push faster, 5, 4, run if you want, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, friends, we gotta go back to moderate. The music is back down to 140 beats per minute. Should be back to a little more comfortable. We're just here for 2 minutes. Feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine, pelvic floor, core. Shoulder blades, chest open, arms relaxed, maybe a little less pumping now, a little more swinging, so that the shoulder feels the same way the hip does. Just that pendulum, ball and socket, forward and back. One more minute of moderate, and we'll slow it down again. So finally, neck and head. A lot of walkers and runners tend to drop their chin forward, and that really throws off the center of gravity. So in these last few minutes, with everything else in place, pull your head back just a little bit, like you're trying to push into the headrest in your car. So it's going to tuck your chin a little bit. It's going to create a nice long line for your spine. And just breathe here. Lengthen here. Finish here. Proud with dignity. And let's take it back to easy. 3 minutes. 120 beats per minute. You're still exercising, it's just easy exercise. And then we're going to start some interval work. We'll walk and we'll do an exercise. We'll walk and we'll do an exercise. Nice long hour cardio. Body weight resistance. So in these last couple minutes, easy. Let's go to mind. Got the body right. We got the breath happening. Go to your mind. What are your thoughts? Notice thoughts are moving to the future, what happens later today, or the past. And see if you can let your mind be right here, right now. Really aware walking, of the gift it is to be able to walk. You've had an injury before. You know what it's like to be in pain, right? And to not be able to do the things you love to do. Well, today you can. You are. Walk for a moment in gratitude. In this moment, bringing the attention from what if to what is. This. The sun is shining. The breeze is hot. That's what is. And it's just great to be alive and to be moving. To be able to move. Take a deeper breath. Notice if there's any place in your body where there's a whisper. Send your breath there. And do a minor posture correction and see if you can settle that whisper. See if it's a tiny thing. It's a repetitive use pattern starting. Let's nip it in the bud. All right. Take a deep breath, grab some water. Move to the second half of the workout. Let's do some squats. So just find a place. You can grab shade if you need to. I'm in the sun so the video doesn't get too dark. Just squat it out. Weight in your heels. Toes pointed slightly out. And I like to get down to where my elbows just touch on or maybe just slightly inside my knees. That helps me keep those knees kind of aligned and tracking over in the direction of the toes. Weights back in your heels, and then really sit your hips back as far as you can. If that seems a little scary for you, reach your arms out in front of you so you kind of have a counterbalance as if you were holding on to a chair or a rope or something to keep you from falling back. Hold it down. Pulse. Ooh, go be warm here in a minute. No more breeze because we're not walking. And then press up. Turn it into a lunge. 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up. Here's that light. That rib cage is a straight up and down light shining down. Try not to let it poke forward or tuck back. It's a really great postural tool. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Step in and switch. Whew. Seriously, I think it's like 100 degrees, and I'm not exaggerating. It picked a warm day for this. And far be it from me to get up at 6 o'clock when it's cool to do these workouts, right? Good for you if that's when you're doing this. But then you don't get to watch football players, right? Let's do 8 more on this side. Legs stacked, shoulders back. And bring it in. Come down to a little squat, hands in front, outer leg lifts. Abs tight. Keep breathing. Outer legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it out wide and lunge side to side. A little bit of stretch in those inner thighs. Touch the inside of your opposite foot. Abs in. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to a flat back, hands on your shins. Press and stretch those hamstrings. So back is flat, feet are wide. Deep breath. Abs in. Bend your knees. Take reach up, check in the time, and lower down. All right, step touch, side to side. And you can hop it or just step. Tuck your toe behind you. Lift tall through your head. Swing your arms up and over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hamstring stretch. Reach to your toes, lengthen your spine. Press down through a flat back. So that knee's a little bit soft, never lock out. And switch. Hinge from your hips. Touch your toe, nice flat back. How's your breathing? Come back to center. Plies, all the way down, all the way up. Use your legs, grab your core, reach up. Last 4, last 3, 2, and 1, and let it go. All right, friends, we're going for 2 minutes of moderate walking. So we're back to that 140 beats per minute. Put everything together that you remember from the first half. Always start at your feet, foundation first. Heel, ball of the foot, ankles, knees, hips, core, spine, rib cage, shoulder blades, chest, neck. Tuck your chin a little. And now breathe deeper. Breathe feels better. Stand as tall as you can. Moderate pace. Keep it going. Keep it going. 140. Nice brisk pace, not hard, but not easy. And slow it down. All right, we're gonna do 1 minute of triceps, and you probably don't have any weight, but I did bring with me 2 little lacrosse balls. They really don't weigh much, but they allow me to squeeze. So I want you to bring your elbows high, squeeze as if you had a ball in your hand, and then press. And you're just gonna press back to tricep kickbacks, really engaging those muscles in the upper arm, the back of the upper arm. And you can put a little squat in here if you want. Chest forward, back flat. And just really squeeze the backs of those arms. If you do this workout on a regular basis, you could bring light dumbbells with you and just leave them aside the track and then come back to them when you need them. Great way to do it. Abs are tight. Get down in a low squat and then pulse. Pulse nice and high. Low belly is super strong. Press up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're up. Let's go back to walking. 2 minutes, moderate intensity. Here we go. So you've got 140 beats per minute, picking up the pace a little bit. couple minutes, 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Keep breathing. Find your posture. This walk should help you forevermore be a better walker. Take deep breaths into your belly, and on your exhale, squeeze out. Squeeze your navel to your spine. Make your waist smaller. Squeeze. Get that oxygen in. Get that carbon dioxide out. It's a great way to keep your mind from wandering into the future or the past, is just really be aware of your body. Constantly revisit the body scan. And you can create your own. I always like to start at the feet. That's the foundation of everything, and then build up from there. And you might even add in smaller body parts like fingers, earlobes, right? There's a place for every body part in this sport of walking. Deep breaths, moderate pace. Bring that heart rate up again. And done. All right, so from here on out, I'm going to do my best to video the walking, because we're going 1 minute intervals now, and I don't want to keep stopping and starting. So 1 minute, brisk. You're pumping your arms as fast and hard as you can. And if you are a runner, if you want to run, if you want to put a little jog in, this would be a great place to do those. I'm not going to, because I'll bounce your head off if I try to run with this little camera thing. All right, so same things, right? You're leaning forward a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. It's impossible, but I've got my elbows bent and I'm just pushing back. Yeah, you know the deal. You totally know the deal. All right, you keep walking for 3, 2, 1. Find a place to stop. Let's do that. Let's go cross, open, cross, open. Cross, open. Really squeeze your chest. There you go. Keep crossing. Keep crossing. Squeeze. Cross and open. Cross and open. Cross and open. The toes are turned out. Cross and open. Abs are tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's bust that hard effort again. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. Fast as you can. I don't know if I can turn the camera around, go like this. Watch some football for a minute. Poor guys. Fast, brisk walking, pump your arms. Use those hammies. And breathe, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's kind of important. You can hear my breath, right? Yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on. You and me. I think I'm going to do this workout once a week. This feels so good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love it. All right, ready? Punches. Go, 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 go. So with the punches, it's not just your wrist flicking, your shoulder and your hip is coming in with that punch. Come on, push, push, punch, punch. Just a little bit upper body focus right here. Go, go, 30 seconds. Fast as you can. Shoulder comes with you. Hip follows. Really, your body weight is in this. Abs in, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, go. Keep punching, keep punching. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start walking. Fast pace. 1 minute. Woo. We got this. We got this little interval thing down, don't we? I think so. So the hardest thing to do when your body's fatigued is think about your form. And that's when a lot of injuries happen. So come back to your body scan and get things lined up. Repetitive use injury means you're using a body part repetitively over and over again in a way that doesn't align. Your bones aren't interacting the way they want to. So line them up. Line those babies up. Feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine, core. Come on. All right, find a place to stop. Let's do some back of the shoulders and upper back. Here we go. This little tripod thingy. Arms behind you. And you're gonna press back like this. So you're crossing those arms, palms are up. And then just squat, lift, squat, lift. Chest is forward. You're squeezing those shoulder blades. Squat, lift, squat, lift, squat, lift. Squeeze that upper back. We'll do these about 20 seconds. Squat, lift, squat and lift. So unfamiliar to our shoulders that are used to being out in front of us, but so good. Whenever we can get our arms behind us, we really should. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Alrighty, 1 minute. Dun, dun, dun. Breathe. We're still up at that hard effort zone, so you're trying to keep up with that beat. 160 beats per minute. That's a fast pace. It's a really, really fast pace. You can do it. You can do it. Walk for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a place to stop. If you did bring weights with you, or you have like something like I do, these little balls, we're just going to do biceps. And I really want you to squeeze, right? Really squeeze. So you're pretending you do have weights in your hands, whether you do or not. Feet are grounded, knees are soft, pelvic floor is lifted, low belly is in tight, hugging through your waistline. Really squeeze your biceps. Faster makes it a little harder with this one. And you will be happy to know we're finished with hard. You take a couple minutes of moderate, a couple minutes at easy, and then we'll stretch it out. We're done. Woo. We'll do 2 minutes of each and we'll stretch, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1, you got it. I'm gonna give you one final body scan and then I'll leave it alone. I know you've heard it enough. I'll try to say things a little differently, see if this is a little change up for you. How do your toes feel in your shoes as you come to the very end of rolling through your shoe? Are they crunched? Do You spread them a little, almost like when you're swimming and you use your feet kind of like webbing to push you forward. Be a little more efficient in your pedal stride. Pedal. There's a cyclist that came out of the woodwork. Walking stride. Knees. Really easy, like gliding joints. Not stiff or stuck. They glide like a hinge on a door that's oiled. Nice and easy. Hips. So the goal is to feel nothing in your hip joint and feel the muscles around it working. Glutes, hamstrings, of course your quads. You can notice your inner quads, your inner thighs. All the leg muscles working. Calves working. Moderate intensity for a few more seconds. Core engaged. Spine tall. And think of putting space between each of your vertebrae. You know, your spine is not just a thing, it's 33 things. 33 bones stacked on each other. In between them, discs, little spongy discs, cushion for shock absorption. So think of lifting up through the crown of your head by a string and making those spaces wider. Putting space between every one of your vertebrae, especially if you feel any pain or tenderness in a part of your back. Really put some space there. Lift up out of that. Big contraction. Look at how you feel when you hang upside down. And feel that way when you're upright. Use your muscles to create that traction for you. Walking easy. And we're breathing deep. Notice how you feel. Here at the end of this workout, you feel a sense of accomplishment. Is there a little smile on your face now that you're back to easy? You feel joy and lightness and ease now. If not, what can you change to perceive this experience as joyful, light and easy? You did it. You're a winner. And I love that because I only hang out with winners, so I can hang out. Take a few more deep breaths. Oxygen into your muscles. And let's stretch it out. All right, let's stretch this baby out. Whew, what a good workout. We're going to start with quads. So we'll start with the quad stretch. Your knees are going to be soft. Bring one of your feet behind you and just let that toe touch the floor. And then find your balance. Bring that foot up into your hand. You're welcome to grab a fence or a tree or just challenge your balance even more by bringing that arm up. This is the best part of the workout, the dessert, the stretching. Make your body tall, just stretch the muscles that just worked so hard. And then switch. Always get that stable foot underneath you first. Touch the toe, and if you're feeling it, kick the foot into the hand. Use your other arm for balance or reach it up for a little more challenge. Take deep, slow, full breaths. I each stretch about 30 seconds. Ideally, up to a minute each stretch. All right, so hamstrings, take one leg out in front of you, and you're gonna pull those toes up, shift back from your hip. So one knee's bent, one leg straight. And then the leg that's straight, take that same arm across your body. So you're getting a hamstring stretch with rear delt. It's bonus. You can sit as low as you want. Try not to lock out that knee. Keep it soft. Your hips are pressing back. Your arm is reaching forward. And you're just breathing. And then come up to switch. Sit back. Other leg is straight. You're hinging from the hips. Your back is really long. And then bring that opposite arm across. Get the rear shoulder, rear deltoid. Good stuff. Let your breathing keep getting slower, easier, deeper. And then release. Okay, so keep your feet where they are. Take one back a little bit farther. You're going to get a calf stretch in that back leg. And kind of move through the leg slowly. So first of all, you've got your calf. Now if you just bend the knee a little bit, you're going to get down into that Achilles tendon. And if you tuck your tailbone, now you're pulling the stretch up here into your hip flexor. It's kind of a funny little stance, but lift your rib cage, bring your arms overhead if you like, and stretch even taller. A few deep breaths here, and then switch. Take that stance, a little bit of a lunge. And we start with the back leg straight, calves. Chest up, belly in. Put a little bend in your back knee. Find that Achilles tendon. And then just tuck your tailbone. Find a little more space in front of your right hip flexor. You can bring your arms up if you like. And then just deep, deep breaths right here. Feels so good. And if you listen to that self-talk, you know, a lot of times we get to stretch and our mind starts going, I don't have time for this, let's hurry and get this over with. Like try on some of that language of, this feels so good, this is so good for me. And just notice a willingness to stick a little longer with it. Okay, here we go. Feet wide, hands on the thighs. We're just gonna finish with standing cat-cow. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, round your back. Deep breath in, arch your back, stick your hips up, stick your chin up, and then exhale, tuck. Really stretching out the space in the back of the body and the front of the body. We'll do that 2 more times. And then find your flat back, bring your hands to your hips, lift from here always. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, give yourself a great big hand. You did an amazing job. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy this workout, and I'm just gonna guess it's gonna be one that you repeat again and again. It feels effective and fun, and glad you were here. Have a good day.